Indiana Fever. Hall, Michaela Timpson, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, and Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and John. And we are underway. New York last played on Tuesday. That lost to Chicago. This is Jonquel Jones fading away, won't go. Rebound inside by Boston. And there's that pressure from Leonie Febish in her first game back after a 16-game absence.
And she's going to get the assignment of Kelsey Mitchell. Chris DeMarco opting to put size on Mitchell. 6'4" is Febish, has great feet, uses her length well.
Clark off the heel, rebound secured by Jones. Oh, nice feed. Astier recovers. Toss out. And now they'll reset the offense. Stewart bumping with Timpson, and a foul is called. And Michaela Timpson is going to pick up her first.
Well, you'll see this a lot with New York. Like, it's a steady diet of the small and big pick and rolls, and was under and then just a little too aggressive, trying not to cede that real estate from Stewart to get to the paint.
Febish, bounce pass inside to Ionescu. Indiana has a 2-1 advantage in the regular season series. They've won the last two by a combined 34 points. Nice delivery. Timpson with the leg.
Got back cuts everywhere so far. A lot of pressure. At least both teams trying to set the tone with not letting them have it be easy.
And that is the situation right there, that Indiana is giving herself an option in this offense.
This is her 8th start of the season. She's provided a spark for Stephanie White. Here's Febish going at Clark inside, got the bounce. Welcome back, Leonie Febish. Oh, Mitchell curling down the lane and got the roll. She is a blur.
Like a rocket. I mean, she starts in that right corner. Why? A lot, because she's going to fly off those actions, whether it's handoff to the left hand downhill. You can't be late on that one. You're going to be late and you miss her.
Jonquel Jones with the trifecta. A career-high 65 threes this year for Jonquel Jones.
And this is the matchup I am most interested in watching. Boston against Jonquel.
Boston got the better of Jones there. Makes it 7-6 New York. Ionescu battling with Mitchell. Baseline drive, cut off, rises, left it short, and saved, stolen by Febish. This is Stewart for three. Indiana looking for their first lead. Clark behind the back. This is a long two.
You know, we had Indiana on Thursday versus Dallas, and what I'm seeing from the beginning, physicality for Indiana on the defensive end. We did not see, as they get a layup here, but we did not see that intensity from Indiana on Thursday night in terms of making cuts hard, denying passes, things like that. So whether you can do
proactive in taking away cuts.
Astier 9-8 New York in the early going here at Barclays Center. Mitchell over to Boston. That's a good look from downtown, in and out. Boston's been struggling with that shot lately. Jones on the drive, bully ball inside, missed it, got her own, and is fouled on the putback. Take a look at the upcoming in LA. For more on these games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app. There are 4 team fouls on Indiana already.
Well, as much as Indiana started the game with physicality on defense, I think New York's been very, very attentive to try and get to the paint and use their size. There's a size advantage now with Febish back in the lineup for New York against most teams in this league.
Clark, and does not get the bounce. Goes over the backboard. It'll be New York ball.
And that's an instance where that shot looks different because it's Phoebish, right?
Ionescu. Over to Stewart, wide open from downtown, rims out, back tap into the hands of Hull. Indiana running, second in the W in pace. Timpson the spin and the finish.
Really good poise by Hull in transition there to allow the mismatch to materialize.
Stewart right down the lane. Good contest by Clark as Stewart missed the gimme. Boston. Strong back down on Jones. Step through, rolls out. But Boston will get 2 at the line.
Decision to just let Aaliyah Boston bring the ball up the floor on every possession because she's trying to avoid that pressing full court defense of the New York Liberty and wearing her guards down over the course of the game. And Boston's just driving right to the paint and taking it to Jonquel Jones.
But she's not, I mean, Jonquel's being physical, trying not to let her get there, but Aaliyah's just continued to improve, and she's so strong. She kind of buries you under.
All knotted up at 11. Here is Astier, nice delivery. Jones, bucket, and the foul.
Well, Timpson's got to make a decision there, and what's hard is she's the low man with the tag there, guarding Stewart. She kind of goes halfway and gets tagged with the foul. Like, go and go for broke and go for the steal or not. But the in-between, you know, that doesn't help your team.
14-11 New York. Mitchell from downtown to tie it up. Mitchell on a historic scoring streak has dropped 20 in 21 straight games, longest streak in WNBA history as New York turns it over. Mitchell hits the turbo button. Mitchell, it rolls in.
I said, we got to have court. Okay, you can have your opinions. I don't want to hear them. Mitchell is the show right now, and the way she has that acceleration, it is impossible to stop.
Astier over to Stewart, rotates to Johannes for 3. Mitchell, hand off to Clark. Clark, baseline drive. Forced to give it up. Boston won't take the 3. Instead will attack Jones. Turns, left hand, buckets. Hoop and harm for Aaliyah Boston. And these matchups have...
I got a picture before
we have
the
photo
game.
evidence, which we'll get to.
Man, I got a video. Thank you, LaChina, for taking that video. And it's my first time. I mean, I was excited to meet Ellie, man. She's awesome.
Ellie gave you a VIP visit. We love it. You deserve that.
Thank you.
Han Shu out there for New York. Sophie Cunningham in the lineup for Indiana. Stewart with the nice jab step, rises and connects.
And she can get that anytime. I mean, you get her right there. We only have one defender. She can rise and fire.
Clark outside to Boston, flicks the wrist, left it short. And here comes Brianna Stewart for New York. And the Liberty currently in that 6th spot, trying to move up. Johannes, boom! Clark fires too strong, and Astier the board. Clark 1 for 4 in the early going, and Johannes couldn't track that down.
And so you can be like chasing and challenging that, and she can still get it off, and she doesn't have to be set. She can go off one leg, she can go off both legs. That's a challenging guard, which she's hitting.
How about Mercedes Lewis in the lineup for Indiana, needing some size. As Billings hits the turnaround, Jay. Excuse me, Mercedes Russell out there. Her 3rd appearance for Indiana as Han Shu off the glass.
And that's the Fever's counter for Han Shu at 6'11" is Mercedes Russell. But it didn't matter there.
And a push from behind by Sabrina Ionescu. That's going to be her as a season-ending injury exception on August 10th after the season-ending injury to Damaris Dantas. This is Ty Harris from long range. That won't go. Rebound. Pocket pass. Stewart right down Flatbush. Liberty by 5. And a foul is called. It's going to be the 4th team foul against New York.
You know, we talk so much pass into the seam.
Second foul in the final 2 minutes on New York. So Mitchell at the line, where she knocks down the first. Enhance the way you create your free account today. Kelsey Mitchell was 15 for 15 at the line on Thursday in that loss to Dallas. 26-23 New York. Johannes over to Ionescu. 70 seconds to go here in the first. This is Rebecca Allen for 3. Good.
And she's got to keep that aggressiveness. She's coming off of the bench now, but she has got to stay aggressive in hunting her shot the way she was when she was starting.
This is Harris in the corner with the tray. Back and forth we go. 2 tremendous offenses. Stewart takes the bump and puts it in. Harris. That pass deflected by Stewart in the hands of Billings. Dump off. Russell, the floater won't go. Honshu tries to keep it alive. Scooped up by Ionescu. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. No look. Stewart off the dime from Ionescu. 68% from the floor. Mitchell, the blow-by, lost the handle, out of bounds. New York ball.
Point when you add the context of what this team has had to go through with injuries, a lot has been asked of Stewie, and I caught up with her earlier in the season and said, has it shifted how you see this group's timeline? And she says, I haven't even started to think about that. I think it'll really matter after that all-star break. We'll get a real sense of who we are season. That's where I'm gauging exactly where my team is, guys.
Thank you, Kaylin. Shot goes down for Caitlin Clark. Kara, your squad is stacked, by the way. I know we're
yeah, I was going to say, that roster
your
looks
squad.
Good. That's a good-looking roster.
Thank you. Thank you.
33-28. This is Jones looking to go back to work. It's been a great battle so far with Boston. Jones got 2 more. She's in double figures with 10. Clark getting downhill, strip, lost it out of bounds. New York basketball.
You know, I know she hasn't scored a ton, Phoebish. Now they're playing and she's the 4. Yeah. And so it's the versatility that she brings, particularly on the defensive end, but also on the offensive end for them. They just feel more settled. They feel more together when she's out on the court because of her poise and her consistency.
Ionescu can't get it to go. Good box out by Timpson. And Clark brings it up for the Fever. Pass inside. Boston made the catch. Now in the lane, turns left shoulder, blocked by Jones.
Excellent cover. They are trying to deter her from doing anything one-on-one on the block.
Ionescu on an island with Clark. On the drive, beautiful dump off. Phoebish with the lay. 4 assists for Ionescu. And a foul is called. It's going against Phoebish.
College, advanced in the ball screen reads, her ability to see what's going to happen next and to see the secondary defenders. She's just really, really talented that way.
Gardner with the defense on Clark. Clark upset, no foul was called. Ty Harris playing defensive back, got the steal. And good hands, Gardner with the takeaway. Pass up top, Allen. No, rebound secured by Timpson. Has to have Phoebish with Gardner and Allen out there at the same time. Here's Clark with the blow-by and the finger roll. And an offensive foul. We're going the other way. Leonie Phoebish called for her second. Clark over to Harris. Now it's Boston. Toss out. Cunningham. Sidestep tray. Yes. Cunningham did not have a field goal. 0 for 4 on Thursday. Hits her first attempt tonight. Gardner on the drive. Foul is called. Cunningham can't believe it.
Be off of the bounce. Michael Grady looks like he might not have seen a foul there.
She's almost like a slot wide receiver in the open court. I mean, she just breaks down the court, makes great catches, finishes at the rim. 39-33. New York on top. This is Mitchell on the move, lost the handle, fouled on the way to the rim.
I mean, as soon as she gets you turn to your side, unless you have the size, unless you.
I mean, these numbers the last 21 games are ridiculous. Missed a free throw. And
okay, can we go back to those numbers? 53% from the field and 50% from the three-point line.
It's insane.
Like, that's a good week for somebody, right? That's like someone in baseball hitting like 500 for the week. You know, she's been doing it for 6 weeks. At this pace, it's really been remarkable.
And we don't talk about efficiency enough. School.
41-34 is our score. Michael Grady, Carol Lawson, LaChina Robinson, Kayla Gray here at Barclays Center. Final meeting of the regular season between Indiana and New York. Clark, nice feet inside. Mitchell couldn't push it in. The tip in by Timpson. 7 in the starting lineup for Stephanie White. Astier nearly lost the handle. Astier on the drive, free throw line jumper is long. Gardner the offensive board and the finish. Clark stops on a dime, 3-ball, corner pocket. Astier nowhere to go, step throw. Can't get the lay to drop. Clark getting downhill. Toss out. Boston the midi. Rims off. Jones with her 6th rebound. Stewart on the drive right into the chest of Michaela Timpson and draws the foul. That's going to be 3 fouls on Timpson.
The shot to go from long range, and that's her first 3 of the night.
But let me tell you something. I got good timing, but I can't jump above the rim. Like, that's the thing I think about Timpson. So quickly, but also so high. I mean, I'm not going to forget that block in Phoenix that she had, where she pinned it on the backboard, right? And so it's this explosive vertical athleticism that she.
Oh, Maisha Hines-Allen is a wrecking ball.
Her in Dallas, right? And so for her to be able to come in and give minutes, obviously opportunistic here with Timpson picking up the 3 fouls in the first half.
Phoebish nearly had it taken away. Ball on the floor, and Mitchell comes up with it.
Jose Fernandez before the Fever game and talking about how impressive of a run that she's had. And, you know, his point about her was that she takes the toughest defensive assignment for the
Yes.
Fever every night too. Like example of it right there, just fighting, scrapping, a 50-50 ball, giving her team an extra possession. She's doing it on both ends during this historic offensive streak.
All while studying for her PhD.
Yeah,
That's insane. Han Shu, no good. And Clark the rebound. Clark over to Billings. Clark now quickly to Mitchell. Mitchell sizing up Han Shu. Mitchell! What can she do? Timeout, New York.
It was a little
Queen Latifah, Kara Lawson, starstruck by Ellie the Elephant. It's been that kind of night in New York. Here's Jones going at Billings. Jones got it to go, plus the foul. Indiana may ponder whether or not to challenge this, whether or not there was enough of a discard there.
In the chest of Monique Billings there. Officials got nothing.
She completes the three-point play. How about a 15-point first half for Jonquel Jones as Indiana turns it over. Jones she's been brilliant so far. Johannes. Jones. And fouled by Mo Billings. Second. And Johannes nowhere to go, threw it out of bounds.
Yeah, Fever read that perfectly. You could tell they went over that play. They were there for the trap.
The largest lead has been 2. Mitchell just needs a little bit of space. Long on the 3 attempt. Johannes tried to save it, but it hit the side of the backboard.
I mean, she's an icon, you know,
Absolutely.
in many ways.
Good ball movement here, but one pass too many.
So coming out of that Fever run, New York is mixing up their defenses. They had their three-quarter court.
In the ball game and throw it at the rim. They get an air ball from Hines Allen, and so it'll be New York ball. 2:18 to go in this second quarter. Febish nearly had it poked away by Cunningham, but hand caught in the cookie jar, picks up the foul. Again, that foot injury kept her out of the last 16 ball games. It's just her 15th appearance of the season. Friday nights are for the. Febish looks fresh. Clark. And slapped out of bounds by Ionescu.
Staying in this zone, they put the length at the top of it, right? Sab and Astier at the back, and so it's hard for sometimes those guards to see, right? You think back to like at Syracuse, Jim Boeheim putting length at the top of his zone for years and years and years, just because it makes the passing lanes just much more difficult because the guards are typically the ones handling at the top. I mean,
We were talking with Stephanie White about that dynamic backcourt. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Stephanie White telling us, I mean, they're incredible. And it's really made them special this season. As Clark misses the second free throw, out of bounds, last touched by New York.
She's below her normal percentage.
Clark around a Billings screen. Clark, push shot in the lane is long, and Febish chases down the board. Ionescu over to Febish. Nice pass. Stewart for 2. And an offensive foul. Indiana feeling the full court pressure from the Liberty.
That's, I think, that their biggest thing as they move towards the playoffs is getting more consistency on the defensive end.
Here's Stewart. She's hit her last 5. And can't hit there as Boston comes out of there with the rebound, slapped out of bounds by Stewart.
Right there, what New York just did, and we've seen it multiple times in this first half. I like it. It's a way to take the pace. Kind of stunts that thrust that you have early, and now Indiana's going against your half-court defense as opposed to your transition defense. That makes a big difference.
Yeah, that pace, a secret weapon for Indiana. Clark on the move, passing to a cutting Cunningham for the deuce. New York 51, Indiana 47.
And that's just an easy read for her. You have to be very careful as a defender how you are guarding when she is in the vicinity, because she knows angles and understands how to get her teammates easy buckets.
That was just her second assist of this first half. She leads the W. Breaking down the first half here is a little swirly on that last free throw attempt.
And Thebes has to be careful. Hart.
She's been a difference maker in this first half. Boston. And another foul inside as Astier goes down.
And that's where you're vulnerable on that backside. When you put all your size up front, Kara.
That's I think, good patience there by Indiana to execute something against the zone, right? And good backside wing.
Hines Allen gets 1 of 2. Indiana 8 for 13 at the free throw line here in the first half. Jones for 3. Rims out. Hines Allen the board. And another ticky-tack foul as Hines Allen going to go back to the charity stripe. That's 2 fouls on Breanna Stewart.
Off the pressure, understanding where the foul count is. You've made your run when you changed up defense.
In a player like Stewie, that if she feels like instinctively she can make a play, you got to trust that she's going to do that. Sometimes you might call something off and they do what they want to do.
True.
You know what I mean? And so that's the hard thing. You know, I think you just want to remind them, like, know your foul count individually, know our foul count as a team, and try to make good decisions.
Yeah.
Ionescu wasn't looking at Jones giving the outlet, so Indiana can get the last shot of the second quarter. Mitchell, no, and ball on the floor, and that's how the second quarter comes to a close. Liberty 12-5 at home this season. Indiana 11-7 away from Indianapolis. This is Timpson, was in foul trouble in the first half, knocks down the J that gets the scoring started in the third. Jones rifles a pass to Stewart. Boston, attack mode. Boston with 8 points, 4 assists. Astier over to Jones, and a defensive 3-second call. For all the struggles with Indiana defensively in the first 2 quarters, they still only trail by 3.
Well, I think that's also the power of their offense, right? And so when you look at a team like Indiana and even Minnesota, who's the runaway #1 seed in the league right now, they're powerful. And so, like I said in the first half, it's not about becoming the best defensive team in the league for either of those teams by the end of the season. I think it's more about having prolonged stretches where you're getting multiple stops in succession.
Ionescu squeezes that in. Here's Boston bullying her way through Astier, bucket, and the foul. Astier's had to battle off switches. Maisha Hines Allen and now Aaliyah Boston.
Extension of that arm, which is usually more of an indication in that type of play of an offensive foul. But they're letting them play in the paint, and I can appreciate that. Just be consistent with it.
Stewart. Skip pass. Phoebish is lonely. Can't hit the tray. Astier rips away the rebound, but lost it on the way down. Boston. And that was Kelsey Mitchell. Penetrates, flips it up, won't go. Jones the board. Bounce pass, Stewart to Astier, to Phoebish, bottoms. Nine points for Leonie Phoebish in 17 minutes in her return. Clark, pump, sidestep, sets up Mitchell in the corner. Can't hit. Stewart another rebound. Liberty running. Ionescu. That pass deflected by Boston. Boston leads Indiana in steals per game. Mitchell. Cross, drive, sets up Boston for three.
It's high level right now on both ends in terms of a solid job, but Kelsey Mitchell does a great job of finding Boston. And how about the pin-in screen from Timpson to pinch Jones just to give Boston enough time, and there's Phoebish. Holy cow.
Phoebish is feeling it. Second three in the last minute, she has 12. Clark, step back, good.
She's adjusted to that size. Hesitant to take that shot over the length of Phoebish early in the game, but now she's sizing it up.
Skip pass to Ionescu. Both teams can't miss. Clark, hard drive, found the angle. 15 for Caitlin Clark. Stewart turns in the lane, flips it in. 6 for 7 here in this third quarter. Clark and Phoebish tried to knock it away. It's in the hands of Timpson, who put it in. Indiana had numbers after both Astier and Phoebish went down. Another skip pass. Jones, no good, and Hull chases down the board.
I think we've got some sucking wind out here right now. This is bang, bang play.
Somebody needs a timeout. Substitutions coming for Indiana. As Ionescu guarded by Hull. Ionescu got the finish. She's now in double figures with 10. Mitchell. Matched up with Jones. The cross. Mitchell. Filthy. You do not want to be on. And a foul is called. The Kelsey.
Every single night.
But in reality, who really has an answer? No one's been able to slow her down.
Blistering offense both ways to start this third quarter. Indiana 8 for 11. New York 7 for 9. 3.1 on the shot clock for the Liberty. Astier into Shoe. I got to put it up quick. Astier fires, won't go. And here comes Ty Harris for the Fever. And a foul inside, and Astier took a shot, also picked up the foul.
I don't know. That's
trying to sell it a little bit, maybe.
I was going to say that. I'm open to the discussion.
Okay. All right.
Mitchell matched up with Stewart. And a high pass to Harris, had to toe the sideline to save it and stepped on the sideline. Phoebus. And a kick ball. Four-point ball game. Neither team is inbound to Honshu. Now it's Johannes. The elusive Johannes threw it away. Looking for a cutting Honshu. Cunningham. Harris working on Astier, cut off by Honshu. Mo Billings lines up a triple off the heel. Stewart getting downhill. Stewart with the finesse. Phoebus nearly had a steal. Cunningham gives it up to Mo Billings. Harris hits.
That's a big shot.
Big shot. Big shot. Agree with me. Big shot.
For Tyasha Harris. Honshu working on Billings. Honshu. Oh, 6'11".
6'11", 6'4", and 6'4" on the front line for New York.
Billings splits the defense.
Indiana Fever's bench to come in and provide some offense in this stretch.
Honshu, yes!
Okay, Han.
Listen, Han does not mess around. She comes in the game to get her shots. She's efficient at it. She's aggressive. She doesn't pass up looks. Very confident player.
Her 33rd three of the season. Timpson can't hit on the fadeaway.
I'm loving the battle between Timpson and Breanna Stewart.
Phoebus, hard drive, count it, and put her on the line.
But efficient, a difference maker on the defensive end as well. And this is a completely different Liberty team when she's in the lineup.
And you miss it. That's the emotion. You miss this. You've been waiting for your opportunity to help your team. And we talk about versatility a lot, but when you watched her performance tonight on both ends, incredible.
Pass inside, Boston got it to go. 15 points for Aaliyah Boston. Ionescu over to Johannes. Honshu wants it inside. Attacking Billings here. Honshu, short hook. Showing off the. This matches their largest lead of the game. Clark going right at Honshu.
That's brave. Caitlin Clark said 6'11", no problem.
Clark up to 17. Ionescu with the hezzy and the hoop. Okay, so all the highlights we've had in this third quarter alone. New York shooting 81% from the floor in this third quarter. Indiana 70%.
Get the ball to Han.
She's going off.
Yeah, give it to her.
Ionescu. And that pass just out of reach for Rebecca Allen.
Her play with physicality, you know, and so she's gotten stronger. She's gotten used to the style of play here and has become a really effective player for this New York team off the bench.
Here's Boston, puts it in for two more. She has 17. New York 85, Indiana 78. Closing seconds of a red-hot third quarter. Ionescu, pocket pass, Stewart can't hit with the left, and that'll do it for the third. This is the fourth quarter. We had 6 lead changes in the first period, none since. As Gardner chases that down, Phoebus in the corner. Like she hasn't missed a beat. largest lead of the game for New York.
The ball found the open player.
Han Shu picked up that foul. Clark using a Boston screen. Hines Allen back to Clark. Toss inside, Hines Allen outside to Boston from downtown.
Really good execution. And, you know, the issue for Indiana right now is the defensive end. They can't stop New York from scoring. I think they've had some settled possessions. Clark's been the trigger player. It was two-man game with Boston and the third. There she gets it to Hines Allen in the short roll, kicks it. Like, they're executing well. They've just got to figure out a way to get stops here.
Ionescu short. Here comes Clark. Indiana trailing by 7. Clark, the blow by, couldn't finish. Pass ahead to Gardner, and Gardner nearly lost it. Sets up Ionescu. Good ball movement. Allen, yes.
Sabrina Ionescu has made really good decisions with the basketball against pressure and kept the ball moving for New York in those last couple possessions.
Clark chases down the bad pass. Will reset, defended by Han Shu. Boston. Baseline drive, kick out. Cunningham open for 3. Nine threes for Indiana. New York has hit 10. Phoebish. And opportunity for the Fever. And a wrap around the waist. Rebecca Allen picking up the foul.
Good ball movement. It starts with Sabrina at the point of attack being tough with the ball.
It also needs to be an accurate pass, and I think that's what makes Sapp special, to see the cross-court pass, but then to be able to deliver it. If that's not an accurate, right to the rotation. So accurate passes help you beat the rotation on the backside.
Phoebish just picked up her 4th foul, 13th foul on New York. Stewart with the hands, leads to a steal. Toss out to the corner, Allen, boom! Allen off the bench, 3 for 4 from downtown. Mid-range jumper is pure from Caitlin Clark. Jones helped set the tone for New York early on. Cleared some space, and that's an offensive foul. 3rd foul on Jones.
Take some guts to stick your chin in there if you're high here.
Kelsey Mitchell, 15 points tonight. Over to Cunningham, long range, rims off. Ahead to Ionescu. Navigating traffic, sets up Stewart inside, has to retreat. Ionescu got it back. Can't hit the 3. Back tap by Allen. Hines Allen scoops it up. Pass ahead, Cunningham. Beautiful feed and finish. Clark to Cunningham.
What a delivery.
6 assists for Caitlin Clark. And a foul is called going against Sophie Cunningham. This is going to be her 3rd.
That pass to get it right to her hands by Caitlin Clark, exceptional.
Jones on a hard drive. Jones couldn't put it in, but is fouled on the play. These games, go to WNBA.com or visit the WNBA app.
I'm eager to see how Golden State responds. You know, team that this season, and you're heading to the playoffs and wondering, can they get over the hump in that first round? And this is an opportunity to see what you have as you hit a rough patch in the season.
96-88 is our score. Nice feed inside. Maisha Hines Allen couldn't put it in. Tapped out of bounds. And it'll stay here.
wish y'all would get so excited to be with me, but here we are. It's all right, Brady. I got you.
Here's Mitchell. And Kelsey Mitchell is 2 points from another 20-piece. This is Phoebus, turns the corner, outside to Stewart, no, and Hines Allen with the strong board. Nice feed, Billings, fouled.
What a catch by Billings.
Yes.
Full speed. In a little bit of traffic there as well.
It's a chance to make this a one-possession game for Indiana. In a game it feels like New York has dominated.
No question.
The Fever are within striking distance.
But it has been an... And she missed both. Crowd loves it. Free Shake Shack.
Is that what it is?
17,581 here at Barclays Center watching this epic showdown. Here's Stewart for three. No good, and it's tapped over to Hines Allen. Mitchell getting it up quickly. Around the Hines Allen screen, Mitchell gives it up to Billings. Got it back in the corner, pump fake, step back, fires, partially blocked. And chased down by Billings. 2 seconds, put up and in.
Those are the kind of plays you need in this environment.
That's a way to get your 22nd consecutive game, scoring 20 points. Jones left it short. Mitchell extending her own WNBA record. Clark just inside. The elbow is good. 1 point game. Timeout, Chris DeMarco. Another opportunity.
And now it's the Fever picking up a little here out of the break.
This is Jones down the lane, toss out to Phoebus. This is a clutch game here at Barclays Center. Clark a near steal. Astier over to Phoebus. Phoebus on the drive, tough angle. Cunningham chases it down. Indiana looking for the lead. Pass over to Clark, long range. No good, and over the backboard. It'll be New York ball.
When you look at some of the recent possessions for New York, that would have been a tough make by Phoebus.
As well.
Yep.
And so those were falling earlier in the game. They have hit 11 of them. That is a strength of theirs, but I agree with you. They need to look to try and get a touch in the paint.
Phoebus with the shot clock winding down. Ionescu, high arcing tray, front iron, Astier with the offensive board and is fouled. Astier is 0 for 1. It's Pauline Astier, the rookie out of Tarbes, France, at the free throw line, knocking down the first. The Liberty have won 6 of their last 8 games. Indiana, they've won 10 of their last 13. Both teams fighting for playoff positioning. Indiana in that 4th spot. New York currently sitting 6th. This is Boston inside. Put it up with the left, off the mark.
And what changed? New York got to get back and get their defense set. Indiana Fever wasn't playing in transition with pace. That's where they can use their length and their half-court defense.
Stewart. Back outside to Astier. Astier, the cross. Astier, the finish! New York by 5. Clark. Oh, tried to dump it off to a cutting Kelsey Mitchell, who stopped.
Injuries New York has had. Astier has had to step to the forefront and make plays for her team.
Mitchell got it to go. 22 for Kelsey Mitchell. Astier fouled by Caitlin Clark. They're not going to give her a continuation.
And to your point, Kara, that's what Astier has done well all season, is put pressure on the rim and make tough finishes. And That tells you a lot about this team. When you look who's out on the floor and make decisions as a rookie.
Ionescu. Pass over to a cutting Astier, stolen by Cunningham. Cunningham down the lane, outside Mitchell. Yes! Indiana has tied it up at 100. Ionescu battling with Mitchell. Over to Stewart. Stewart on the drive, fouled. Hines Allen is going to pick up.
They need to get to the paint. We see Astier attack it. We see Stewie attack it. That's what you need to get to as she misses the first one.
Stewart missed the first, hit the second. It's New York 101, Indiana 100. 80 seconds to go. Bucket pass to Boston. Boston attacking Stewart, couldn't put it in. Rebound Ionescu. Stewart on the move, dribbles out of trouble. And now it's Phoebus. Penetrates, put it up with the left! Count it! Plus the foul!
As Indiana Fever defenders on the side of New York defenders, and wow, then they just give up a possession right there by not boxing out the shooter. Unacceptable.
Under a minute to go. New York with possession, up 3. Ionescu on the drive. Wild shot! Bucket! And the foul! Or is it offensive? It's going the other way. Down by 3. Clark tries to turn the corner on Phoebus. Wild shot won't go. Phoebus comes out of there with it. 33 seconds to go. Indiana can play defense straight up. They surround Astier and foul.
Yeah, that's a poor decision by Indiana right now. You put your team in a disadvantaged position here late to now where it goes to 2 possessions.
2 possession game after that first free. Astier got both. 5-point game. Boston. Hand off to Clark, and there's a foul. It's on Astier.
Assuming New York is able to get away with this win. I mean,
saved by Phoebus, over to Astier. And a reset timeout is called by New York. And this crowd starting to feel it here in Brooklyn. For Indiana, they're going to play again tomorrow as Timpson fouls Breanna Stewart. New York to 35% shooting in this fourth quarter.
Emotional foul to put New York to the free throw line, and then obviously misses the 2 free throws. And you can't do anything about that now at this juncture in the game. But you know, that's a part of like learning for every player. Okay, in the end, right, to expose some things that we need to improve on before you get to the playoffs.
Foul going against Jonquel Jones with 13.6 to go. 21 for Caitlin Clark. 20 points on 7 of 10 shooting. Ionescu over to Stewart. There's a foul by Timpson.
This roster, we know how versatile they are, the size, right? So now a player that was starting is coming off the bench, like an Allen.
Yes.
We saw what Han did in that stretch, right, and what she's able to do. They just got a lot of experience, a lot of talent, a lot of toughness. We'll see if
it's the Brooklyn way.
no, it's been amazing working with you, Kara, and we are so proud of you as someone who grew up right down the street from you.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see you represent our country.